everyone, welcome back to our channel. We are the Drunk Cats.
Drunk Cats.
And I'm Brittany Cat.
Amber Cat here.
And today we're going to be talking about conspiracy theories.
Conspiracy theories, mysteries, unsolved. What are your judgments? Here's some of our opinions, and feel free to share, comment, and subscribe.
Yeah, alright, let's get started.
So what do I have in store for you guys today? Well, right here I have some very top secret classified Drunk Cats information straight down from the White House. This is going to focus on the pyramids. Who built them, why, how, the math behind it. If you look into it, it is quite fascinating. And there's so much to go over that you might even have to do some research after this video. But please feel free to comment. So let's get into it. So the pyramids seem like a hell of a lot of work and took an incredible amount of precise skill, labor, and mathematics. Do we underestimate the people of that time? Or does this open the door to possibilities that defy everything we know? Let us together be the judge. So I feel like I don't want to discredit that humanity maybe had genius even in those times. And we're able to do the mathematics capable of building the pyramids. A lot of that literature was lost, a lot of things not recovered, but there are some things that really, I have to say, seem like, how did they know this? It's just a lot, even things we don't know now, and it feels like we have cell phones, we've been to the moon. How did they know these things? It's no doubt that the pyramids were designed to fulfill multiple functions. Perhaps some of the most intriguing is not its mathematical correlations to the Earth, but its correlations to the star. Did you know that the southern shaft of the King's Chamber in the Great Pyramid was targeted like a gun barrel on the belt of Orion? Fingerprints of the gods, Graham Hancock. You can see this picture here. The math, it is on symmetry. Do you know that it is at the center of the Earth? On one of these pyramids, it's at the direct center.
That's insane.
Of the Earth. And it's just, why? Like, would a pharaoh is it a gateway? You know, is it a marker? All these things seem very probable. And what happened to me is not so much the aliens. You know, aliens actually used to be one of my biggest fears.
I'm afraid of aliens too. I'm afraid of getting abducted. I used to watch those like unsolved mystery things when I was a kid.
E.T.
And they would abduct people and do experiments on them. I don't like that.
E.T. used to scare the shit out of me. And ever see E.T. come out of the bushes and he's coming out of the shed, like creepy stuff. One of the greatest horror movies of all time, if you ask me. And Signs, just all of that. But as you know, I've matured. I've kind of come to the realization of, I think it's probably more probable than ghosts. I do think this is a huge universe and that we are not the only intelligent life.
I believe in ghosts. Just putting that out there.
Well, we can't wait for that debate. Have you ever seen a ghost?
I feel like I felt their presence, okay?
I believe in energy. I believe that energy is a very real thing.
I believe in leftover energy from people.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I definitely believe if something traumatic happened, that it almost leaves a mark.
Mm-hmm.
But I think, you know, what got me about the pyramids was it almost, get me here, possibly we've gone forward and back in a sense. That's almost through reading this is what I almost got that, like we left clues or something. It's just the math is insane. And we got.
Aren't they in alignment with the stars, the pyramids?
Yes.
Yeah, that's
and get a bit of this in this file. So researchers believe extraterrestrials left vital clues in the design of the pyramids, which prove it cannot have been our ancestors who built the extraordinary feats of engineering. And the experts claim the truth lies behind one thing, the coordinates. The speed of light is 200, I think this is like,
What's the equation?
What is this number?
670,616,629 miles per hour. If you could travel at the speed of light, you could go around the Earth 7.5 times in 1 second.
Geographic coordinates of the Great Pyramid are 29.9792 458 degrees north. The Daily Star UK reports. However, humans could not measure the speed of light with this precision until 1950, thousands of years after the pyramids. So, speed of light, like, what are these coordinates? And it's just time. It's just very coincidental. It's like miles and degrees. If you really read into this file, it's just like, why? And is there like any explanation? They don't find one. One of the biggest debates has been that the aliens are depicted in the art of our ancestors, that there's UFOs, alien type beings depicted. And the thing about art is, were these people just creative? Are we misinterpreting
I wonder that too.
these paintings? And I love a recent video I said is, in the future, are they going to look at our movies and say, whoa, back then there was freaking Transformers like ripping up the town, and you know, there's aliens? Like, is that going to be seen that was happening here? Are we just misjudging these things and having our imagination run wild? But math is something that's very interesting, and so right now I'm kind of in the midst of, are we misjudging our, you know, the past and how smart they really were? You know, just because they didn't have cell phones doesn't mean that they were not advanced. So maybe the great minds existed back then, but there are facts about how many slaves it did take to build. 2.5 million blocks of stone were used to build a pyramid that covers more than 13 acres of land. So 2.5 million blocks. And we're talking,
I can't even fathom
we're talking, I believe limestone, in that they used ramps. There are, I believe, no evidence of these ramps. And wow, they would have to use quite a bit of them over time. And I do get that maybe there were people who unfortunately did have to build these things for the pharaohs, which is crazy. But
yeah, it's insane.
That you would do that to a whole population of people to build some monuments. But what, no revolution? They were saying like a millions, like I have to look the number of slaves here. I still like my little thought of that we visited the past ourselves because we do invent time travel
I like
and
that
therefore
idea.
go back to create the future. I have heard something that it would be like how us talking to squirrels. Like what be the purpose? We would want more intelligent life unless we really are that intelligent. And there is a movie that depicts the human art as, as far as singing, poetry, music, as the only people that, the only beings that do that in the universe that have artistic talents, that humanity is the only creation in the universe with those things, that aliens, they don't want our intelligence, they want that. There were people once upon a time that did happen to be oppressed and were slaves, that they actually, in reality, were the ones that built the pyramids, and their credit would be deserved. But like we said, there are some mathematical quandaries that are unexplained. And so that's my spiel. And
Is that your
thank you so
conclusion?
much. That's my conclusion. And this
Cool.
was such a great thing to research, and I can't wait to hear what's up next. So we can't wait to hear what you think, and thank you.
The theory that I think, I believe in the whole alien theory. I'm very open to different possibilities.
So am I.
So I think that it's very possible. I also think it's very possible that maybe back then we were just more skilled, more mathematically advanced. I don't know, but at the same time, a lot of it just doesn't add up. So yeah, I think that was a really cool subject. I think that's definitely a broad subject that we could even delve deeper into. But we only have so much time. But yeah.
Do you think they had help, or do you think it's just us exaggerating? Do you think like, hey, like this is just like unexplainable too much?
I feel like the exciting thing I want to believe is that aliens came down and helped us out, and you know, I don't know.
You said something so interesting. I don't even want to pause you, but the exciting thing to believe.
Yeah,
And
it is
that's
more
what I feel
exciting
like
to
this is
believe
all
than
about.
just that it was just humanity who put it together, and
Which is no lesser feat in my eyes. I just, you know, to humanity, no lesser feat, because humanity is amazing. And that's opened my mind too.
No offense.
To about maybe you don't give humanity enough credit.
Yeah,
It's opened my eyes.
that's true. Maybe we don't give humanity enough credit. Maybe we don't have enough faith in ourselves. Oh man.
Didn't this get deep?
It's turning into a therapy session now.
This got deep. Like this got philosophical.
Yeah.
This got good. If you ask me.
Yeah. So I think it was aliens. Yeah. That's conclusion. I think it was aliens. What do you think? What's your conclusion?
It's the exciting thing to believe. There's something going on. I will say that much. Like I feel like there's something.
Undecided.
The math is like.
It's an unsolved mystery.
Why is that not
It really is.
recorded? Like they love to record. The pyramids themselves are recording. You know, like we might have our Instagram or our pictures. That was their recording of their civilization. Was these monuments that they would last the test of time, which they have. They're still there, and what that means? Did they leave enough information? Did they, you know, maybe they needed a reality show. I don't know. But it's
I
fascinating, and we will follow up on this, and I can't wait to hear just more opinions, and so we can grow the conversation, because now I'm interested.
All right, everyone. Thank you so much for stopping by our channel and checking out our conspiracy theory video.
We thank you so much, and we hope to get also your comments about this episode and future episodes in which we can answer more passionate questions.
Yeah, and if you have ideas for future conspiracy theories that we can put in a video, please comment below and let us know.
Because we can't wait to hear what you guys have to say.
All right. Have a
Pleasant.
meow-velous day.
Meow.
Meow.